Hello once again, everybody. Just north of Upper Sandusky and visiting with Rusty Goebel. Rusty from Williams County. Rusty, you had a little drive to get here today, but it was well worth it for you and for other soybean farmers.
Yes, it's about 90 miles from my home. My son and I, we farm in Williams County, raise soybeans, and this is going to be a big deal for all soybean farms, not just Upper Sandusky and Wyandotte County, but this is going to be a big deal for all Ohio. With the basis, I believe that will help the amount of beans they're going to be using up here and crushing. We also raise livestock in our farms. The soybean meal that they'll producing here, we feel is going to help the price, keep it down, so that'll help us, cut our cost on the livestock. So we believe there's lots of different pluses here that's going to help us with this plan.
We all know it's all about supply and demand, and whenever the supply is taken out, no matter how it gets taken out, that's going to help demand and that's going to help price.
Oh, absolutely. The demand is going to be huge. I believe they're going to do 55 million bushels here a year. That's a lot of soybeans that we're taking elsewhere, to other places, over to Indiana or wherever. But this will really help the local soybean farmers here, I believe.
What's been the buzz when you've been talking with other farmers in the area and from as far away as Williams County?
Yeah, well, they're all liking this, the need for more soybeans grown. Maybe a few of them will switch over and maybe not raise quite as much corn, but I think most of them just want the opportunity to keep them local instead of trucking them farther.
Well, we understand too that folks from other countries can get involved in Ohio soybean production, and thank goodness for a company from Argentina.
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be some of these exported. The beans could be exported, or the oil, or the soybean meal. I think it's a very big plus. They all won't stay in livestock. I think eventually, with this plant opened up, they could use up to 83% of all the soybeans grown in Ohio. So it's going to be a very big deal for us here.
With the governor here today, we have government that's very supportive, and I guess maybe in not all areas of the U.S. do you have that, but we're fortunate in the Buckeye State.
Yeah, Governor DeWine, they've helped promote it with us, on the soybean board. There's a lot of jobs. I think it's like 9 out of every 10 jobs are agriculture-backed. Maybe not farmers, but crushing plants, just taking care of livestock. So it's a very big thing that we can keep the agriculture strong in Ohio.
If folks are watching and would like to get a little bit more information, what's the best way for them to do information on this project and information about the Ohio Soybean Association? Yeah,
you can go on the web and just check out Ohio Soybean Association and get on their website. Become a member if you're not a member already. That's a plus. That's some of the things that we do is on the membership side, we go to D.C. and speak to them, the House and the Cabinet and the Senate, to talk about what we need out here on the farm, just because we are lots of agriculture in Ohio. Sometimes the people in D.C. forget about where their food comes from. And so that's what we're trying to make sure they understand what we need and to take care of these 9 out of 10 jobs that are ag-backed.
Well, the good book says that the power of the tongue is a matter of life and death, and when you have something like this and a lot of tongues from a lot of farmers, this is a powerful statement to make to the world.
Right. Well, you hear the old saying, it's come back way before me, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and so that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to make sure we're talking to the people that they're not necessarily squeaking, but we want them to know our story.
And maybe even using the oil from soybeans to do the squeaking.
That's correct. We can use that oil to do that also.
We're into the season here in the Buckeye State, and as president of the Ohio Soybean Association, you have an opportunity to travel the state and see how crops are doing. How does the soybean crop and corn crop and all of agriculture look at this time in the season?
Yeah, in the northern part, we had a kind of a slow start. Normally, we would like to be done by the end of May. We just had lots and lots of moisture. Things just don't dry out that fast, when you get extra rain. And so other than that, we have a good crop coming on, but it's just going to be late. And so we're trying, I think most of the state's kind of in the same boat. But for the most part, the crops that did get planted are looking pretty good. They're just going to be a little bit later than normal.
So if anybody would like to ask any more questions, the Ohio Soybean Association has a good website, and I know, Rusty, that you are very supportive of that and the people that put that together.
Yes, just go to the Ohio Soybean Association website and you can find anything out. And if you see my picture and my phone number, you can also give me a call.
Rusty Goebel, the president of the Ohio Soybean Association from Williams County. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
And stay with us, back with more when we continue within Ohio Country today.